Hey guys, Wade Willis here, and one of my favorite animes just ended a few days ago, Kaguya-Sama, Love is More. Dude, awesome show. Season 1 was amazing, and kind of with how the show is, I really didn't expect Season 2 to be as good as it was, and actually I think it was better than Season 1, to be honest. Developed a lot of characters, a lot more. It was just better in the way the relationship between Kaguya and Miyuki, like it actually went in a logical way. I didn't know how they would be able to string everything on, but both of them actually started acting on impulses a little bit instead of they were still super calculated, which makes the whole thing hilarious, like how they try to play each other. All that's still going on, but both of them start to act on impulses a little bit and like freak out because of what they're doing. Both of them are really really digging each other, so that makes it really interesting. I mean, one big thing was Miyuki's like rerunning for president, which apparently in the story like wasn't supposed to happen because he had already done it. I got the letter of recommendation and stuff. That whole drama, if he's gonna win and stuff, that was all right. But the coolest thing about it is that it brought Miko into the story, which is this chick who was a freshman, and man, she is a really interesting character, has a stick up her ass for sure, and added a lot to the story. And I really, one of my favorite scenes is where she's kind of failing in her speech to the school, and Miyuki actually he doesn't want her to go out like that, and he starts even kind of heckling her but asking her questions, so they actually start debating each other instead of doing regular speeches that are supposed to happen. And since she's not looking at the crowd, she's able to like attack his questions, and he ends up still winning, barely though, which freaked everyone else out. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And he actually asked her to join the cabinet, and all the stuff that happens, she always walks in at the worst time. Like it looks like people are always trying to bang and stuff, and she thinks that Kaguya is like a dominatrix at one point. It's hilarious, like all the stuff that happens, and she always jumps to like crazy conclusions. I really liked that her character as a whole. I thought it added a lot to the show, and yeah, she's pretty interesting too. But some of my favorite parts are like Chica. I freaking love her. She probably like might be my favorite girl of an anime ever. She's crazy. The animation that's involved when she's like freaking out like kills me every time. And I love when she's like tutoring president, and like in this season there's like a few examples, but like one of them, she notices that he's lip syncing, and he's like, yeah, I'm not very good at singing, and then she's like, oh, you're okay, like not bad, okay, this won't take long. And then just like how horrified she is hearing his voice, and then she records it, has him listen, and just all that whole exchange freaking kills me. And the animation with it is freaking top notch. And yeah, a little bit later he's trying to learn the Sauron dance, which like I've actually performed that a few times when I was in college, so it brought back some memories there. But just the part like the two girls fighting over him, pulling on his arms, and he learns how to do the dance because of them basically like pulling him side to side. It was pretty cool. But Um, yeah, I also like how thirsty Kaguya is in this season. She just has like no shame. She's like trying to teach him a dance just to touch his chest and stuff. I thought it was pretty funny, but really, I think the best part of season two was the character arc of Yu Ishigami. He's like I thought he was an interesting character, and I kind of just thought he was going to be a very side character, and they really flesh him out a lot, and you really feel for him in the show by the end, and that like 3 episode arc towards the end where he like ends up joining the cheerleading team too, which is so out of his character since it's just like an awkward gamer, and puts himself out there, and is like the people in the cheerleading team like are accepting him and stuff, which like I didn't expect to happen in the show. And yeah, then he has to represent them in this relay race, the cheerleading team, and the girl that is one of the reasons you find out he's suspended or got suspended in middle school. She like starts talking crap to him, and it starts mentally breaking him, and he has a flashback, and that whole like it crushes you. You see that that girl actually was like the only person that was nice to him in middle school, and he finds out like her boyfriend is cheating on her, and he like calls out the girl's boyfriend and is like, hey, like, just stop cheating on her. And the guy's a total dick and is like, no, I'm not, like, I'm not going to. And Ishigami beats the shit out of this dude, goes full beast mode, and like can't control himself. And that guy ends up like, after like the school's like all these kids are looking at him and stuff, and he pulls the like, oh, you've been stalking my girlfriend and like all this stuff, and everyone believes him. And Ishigami gets like suspended. They say that he can come back if he writes a letter of apology and all this stuff, and he just like won't do it. And you just see him going through in that flashback. It's horrible because basically his whole like middle school and like, I mean, he didn't really have a good reputation to start with, but like his life was like kind of ruined. Like everyone hated him, thought he was a freak because of that, when really he was being a good dude. But he doesn't like say anything to that girl because he doesn't want to like hurt her feelings anymore, and she apparently still hates him. And then he's about to do the relay. It looks like his mind's breaking. Freaking Miyuki, like, kind of like gets him out of it, and with the headband and stuff. And then he tells tells the girl, "Go to hell, dumbass!" right before he runs the relay. And this shit cracked me up, and it was well deserved. And yeah, doesn't win. Thinks that everyone's going to be disappointed in him, and everyone's happy because he almost pulled it out for their team and gets tons of support. And it's really amazing just like to see him finally like blossom. And he's someone I really didn't care about earlier on in the show, and what a cool character, and just to see him really develop, because he's really funny with a lot of his jokes too in the show. But yeah, really developed. Last episode of the season, it was all right. Like season as a whole, I mean, amazing, even better than season one. The last episode, it was kind of whatever, in my opinion. It was funny at the end, but yeah, I didn't think it was. It wasn't really up to par with the rest of the episodes of the season, and I really hope they have a season 3, because gotta know, I gotta see what they do. I mean, I can read the manga, but I love the animation in the show so much. It's definitely my favorite animation of any anime that I can think of right now. And it's hilarious. So, um, yeah, guys. I mean, what did you guys think about season two? Did you think it was better than season one? Yeah, let me know in the comments.